the queen of Olympia, Azim.
So if you have periods, if you have a period, do you remember, or like, do you know that time of the month, of that day, of that week, where you don't know if you are getting your period or it's just like you gotta shit really intensely? So what you do is you sit on the toilet and like squeeze out a little strawberry syrup for your toilet someday. Until the chocolate comes out. I'm just gonna let that sit and marinate. You know, chocolate sundae, it's like the toilet, and then you got the toilet paper balls. Yeah. Looks just like it. Next time you shit, look at it and never eat ice cream again. No, my grandmother is older, as one should be. But she just got an iPhone X. And it's been like kind of tough and hard because, you know, when old people get, it's gonna sound ageist, and it's like, honestly not. It's not, it's just technology moves so fast, like how can anyone reasonably keep up with it, you know, if your mind is already like on a different plane. But when older people get technology, as a younger person, I get very scared because they start like getting mad at the technology within you as well, and it doesn't really add up or make sense. So like, it's a fucking iPhone X. 3 weeks goes by, hadn't heard of her. She is not picking up her calls. We found out it's because she doesn't know how to like answer her phone. So we like call her and we're like, what the fuck? Like we come on, like we're worried about you. Think about your kids, think about your grandkids. We're calling you, you don't pick up. We already made an RIP Facebook. 1,000 likes, we can't delete it, so what are you gonna do? Now you gotta die, Grandma. So I live in Olympia, and you know, you experience racism in weird places in Olympia. I was at Gross Out the other day, and the lines are backing up to check out. And so this older white lady, she is opening up the next register, but she doesn't just open it like a normal person. She like cuts 5 other people, goes to this white lady like all the way down there and whispers to her, hey, I'm gonna be opening up that register over there. And it's like, okay, like what was I supposed to get from that? Like what, I'm just not gonna eat now? Like I don't understand like this sort of weird racism, and that's why racism is stupid. Because it comes out in the most dumbest ways, like, okay, so she got her groceries 10 seconds before me. I'm still getting my groceries. You, on the other hand, still work at Gross Out and you're 60. Sorry, that's just facts. And it's the same at McDonald's too, and it's honestly, it's like, at this point, it just boils down to like white people with menial jobs that really annoy the shit out of me. Because they take it so serious. Like, people of color, we know the value of our labor because we've had to do it all the time. So we're like, no, fuck that. I'm not doing any extra than what I'm getting paid for. White people, on the other hand, it's like, they show up in the fucking uniform with the shoes, and it's like, no one's wearing the full uniform. Why are you doing this? Now you're making us all look bad because you want to get a raise at McDonald's or whatever. Fuck off. Do you guys know what spaghettification is?
I know.
It's, okay, cool. It's, so spaghettification is the act of going through a black hole. And what happens when you go through a black hole, your body elongates. Well, like, not your body, anything that goes into a black hole, just elongates to a point where it just disappears. And they call that spaghettification. Just let it, just marinate, like spaghettification, like spaghetti. The literal root word of spaghettification is spaghetti. A black hole, spaghetti. Like, what kind of fucked up 8th grade science project? It's like, yeah, you know, like, y'all never seen spaghetti? It's kind of like that. What happens when you go through it? I wish that sort of simplicity trickled down into like other areas, like doctors, for example, or like the medical field, you know, like You walk in, they're like, you have astigmatism. And it's like, what the fuck is that? Like, just tell me what I have. Am I gonna die? Like, what? And they're like, no, you can't see a little bit. Fuck. She just told me that. Now I was worried to get well student cards for myself because no one was. No, I just like, I don't know, I would like doctors to be honest and like upfront about what you have. Like, when you get your results, they're just like, yeah, girl, remember all that breathing you used to do? Damn, I really fucked myself up, huh? So I can't even breathe? No. Something like that. It's something a bit more simple, you know? Tell me how long I have, too. Don't say some shit like, well, if you eat right and exercise. No, that's a lie. Like, I'd be living a lie. That's not my truest life. Tell me how long I have so I can do all the shit that I want to do within my life within that time span. It's like fair. I don't know. I feel like it's trying to trick you out of having fun, doctors. Ugh. No, just be like, Summer, you have 21 days. Just like, all right, bet. What can I get done in these 21 days? Calling my landlord, cursing him out. Suck my ass, Dan. He's like, what? Why? I'm not going to be paying rent next month. Why? Because I'm going to be dead. Speaking of Olympia being a strange, racist place, I was walking to the store the other day, and this guy from his car yelled, "Bible!" like at me in my direction. So I walked up to his car and I shot him. Because that's not a life you need to live, sir. That's just not. You don't deserve to live. No, but those sort of things happen fairly often, and it's annoying because one, it's not effective. Two, it's like, didn't your mom teach you to speak clearly? Like you fucking raised in a barn? Just come up to me, to my face, and say, hey, fuck you. And I'll be like, tight. And keep walking because you don't mean anything to me anyway. No, I just plainly say, I don't give a fuck about people. They can own that. I was also at the bus stop next to that store that I was going to because Olympia is small. And this dude comes up and he just goes, are you from Africa? Which is very, you don't do that. You don't do that. I don't welcome those kind of questions because it's just rude. Because why would you need to know? Like, why? Why would you need to know? Okay, if I was, and you're going to tell me about the National Geographic you read? I don't want to hear that. Like, fuck off. And, like, the worst thing about it is that everyone who does that is just very ugly. Obscenely unattractive. And if you were cute, it's like, okay, maybe I'll listen, you know? Maybe I'll think you're coming from a better place, because that's what we do in this society. When people are cute, we're like, they didn't really mean it. They didn't really mean it. So you said he said nigger. I don't think he meant it that way. No. You get two different reactions. When Angelina Jolie says nigga, and then when like Mama June from Honey Boo Boo and Toddlers and Tiaras says nigga. Like two different reactions. Angelina Jolie could have just been method acting. We don't know. She's playing Cleopatra. She has to get in the role. Yeah, just really unattractive racist. I don't know, is that like part of like the racism path? Like you gotta be ugly? Because none of them, I've never seen a cute one, and now I'm like, wow, that's why you're upset. That's why you're mad. All making sense now. One thing that people who are Islamophobic like to do is, especially if they work in a restaurant, is like sneakily put pork in Muslim people's food because they know that we can't eat pork. But what they don't know is that it's only a sin or haram if you know it's pork. You know, so it's like, keep making my food delicious. Whatever you're doing in there, keep it up. I won't tell. No, like that bell pepper was it's meaty in texture and taste. I think I'm gonna end with this. My nose is running because fucking tree cum is everywhere. It's terrible. Like trees shouldn't be allowed to just come and we're all walking in it. Something should be done about that. I'm gonna end with this. Do you guys think that ISIS would get the respect of Fox News if they changed their name to Al-Qaeda? Thank you.
You just taught me so much about the N-word right